Welcome to another edition of Thunder and Lightning. I'm your host, Dan, and of course, next to me is the wonderful, lovely, and talented Nikki. Nick, what is happening? Last time I saw you in actual person, we had a fun night eating pizza. A lot of people did not love my pizza of choice.
Oh, you got everybody mad. You got everybody riled up.
It's okay. Honestly, it's okay because the logistics of where the pizzeria was and where we were and the whole thing, people will live obviously towards that area. That's one of the better pizza spots. So I stand by my choice. Unfortunately, the lovely blonde next to me has to always be difficult and got, of course, a white slice, which she notoriously loves. I like a white slice too. It was really good. It was too garlicky for her, but it was a little too garlicky.
You also made a comment about it was you could agree it was a little garlicky.
I did say I had agita in text messages.
You did.
The next morning,
but we should just remind everybody, we did not switch Thunder and Lightning and Blonde Blitz.
Of course.
I know it is Wednesday night. You're expecting Blonde Blitz, but we were on Monday night. So we just switched it this week, but we will resume normal scheduling next week.
By the way, be sure to check out this week's Blonde Blitz because this week's Blonde Blitz was with Hall of Fame linebacker from the Bears, Brian Urlacher. The girls had a wonderful time with him. He gave us 56 minutes. Who does that nowadays? Obviously someone special. So, I'm sorry. So be sure to check that out. It was a very fun interview. He made fun of my Giants background with pre-show, and I was that quote-unquote Giants guy.
You're a Giants guy. He referred to as Giants
so
guy.
Put that on the bingo board that I did not expect to happen so far in 2024.
Yeah, 2024 has been, well, this past 2 days have been wild in 2024. But I think what's most wild is the fact that you've really riled everybody up with where you decided to take me. I got lots of DMs saying that you were wrong and you shouldn't have let me do a garlic white slice.
That's BS.
Hold on. This is coming on top of Allie giving me a very bold choice of pesto gnocchi. And so then the next day I'm with you and I'm trying this pizza. And so I got a lot of DMs of people saying that, you don't know New York pizza and they know a better place to take me. And so they're very upset with you.
Okay, first of all, you don't know the logistics of the whole story. I know plenty of New York style pizza places that Nikki would probably not even like because she's like that. So why waste a awesome pizza spot on Nikki when she's going to end up getting a white slice that I had no idea that was going to be garlicky? First of all. Second of all, you saw her in the video on how bossy she is. So you honestly let her do her own thing and walk in her own grid. So that's on her. I have no say in the matter. She's a grown adult, and she'll make her decisions basically. I take her to the right spot. Like the saying goes, you can bring a horse to water. You can't have them drink or eat it. So, oh well. I stand by my chance. I will go there whenever I go to a MSG event. So it is what it is.
To be fair, we were both catching trains out of Penn Station, and it was right there.
Of course.
But what's the best part of hanging out with me? You get to eat all my leftover food that I don't want.
Yeah. I was not expecting to eat a white slice, and you just go, "Ill, I don't want this. Here, you have it." So
and a pretzel.
Okay. Yeah, the pretzel I was pissed at you about, but you had to have one, so I was like, okay.
Because I do love the soft New York pretzels, but
literally the second you had it, you're like, "Ew, it's too much salt," and then you're like rubbing the salt off. So typical Nikki fashion. But yeah.
So you got to eat that too.
Yeah, I ate half of it, but yeah, I was courteous to you and dumped it right after I left you.
I'm not offended by it, but that is the perk to hanging out with me. You get to
Right.
That's what I do. I try it and then I'm like, oh, this is gross. Somebody eat it.
Right. So that was our fun
So
Thursday
you
night.
don't care that you pissed everybody off?
No, I don't. It is what it is. They don't know the real you, so.
Pretty much what you see is what you get.
Yeah, what you see is what you get to a degree. But yeah, people are shocked. But trust me, I could take her to places in Brooklyn, to you name it. I'm sure there's a couple spots in Staten Island. I don't really go there a lot, so name them. But yeah. So this week was the owners' meetings in Orlando. The Giants brass was there. John Mara made his yearly interview segment with the press. Joe Schoen and Gable also had their interviews as well. Shane was the same old Shane conversation. I'm not really going to get into it. It was the same old stuff. Gabe's was a little bit more juicier in terms of him uh, pretty much saying that he has to change his weight a little bit, but at the end of the day, like, he is who he is. The more interesting one of the three, because we haven't heard from him, was Mr. Mara. Mr. Mara, pretty much the tidbits of Mr. Mara. It was with Mr. Mara, it really was the whole aspect of he still supports Daniel Jones, but he understands that if the Giants brass and Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll were to want to pick a quarterback, as long as he's going to let them pick it. The only time he really has something negatively to say is if the guy has a bad past, which we've seen in the past. We not necessarily know it exactly happened, but we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense why they didn't do it. So that wasn't the biggest news. It was like, okay, I guess that's finally the first chink in the armor of the Giants. All right, we're open to the idea, but if it's not a situation we don't like, we're gonna end up keeping 6 or make the sound move and not force a quarterback. The other topic was before I get to the next topic, what do you think about that first part? What I mentioned about Daniel Jones, and if there was a quarterback worthy to be taken by the Giants, he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think he said just because they take one does not necessarily mean they're moving on from Daniel Jones and that he has full confidence in him. I think it's basically what we've been saying for weeks now. Just because they take a quarterback doesn't mean that, you guys aren't going to see Daniel Jones starting. So we'll see. Like we always say, if that's your guy, then go get your guy. So I also, with these press conferences, it's like, what do you expect them to say?
Right. And obviously, Mr. Mara is not a lifelong, but he's been a lawyer for years, and he's been around the Giants for his whole life. So he's going to be buttoned up. He knows what to say, what not to say at the right times. So that was your typical political answer, but it's really the first time of him hearing anybody say, hey, well, Shane said it too, but it's like, hey, we love Daniel. We like Daniel. We obviously invested a lot of money in Daniel, but if someone comes down the road, like, hey, if there's a prettier woman walking down the street and you're like, oh, all right, I can have a chance at her, give it a shot. No offense. But
wait, what? So what if you're with your significant other and somebody more attractive comes walking down the street? You just like what? Push them into the sewer or something?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
No,
okay,
of
basically.
course not. But naturally, just I'm done with you.
I'm done with you. I saw
it's that famous
prettier.
meme. It's that famous meme of the guy with the girl, and he sees someone walking by, and he does a. Everybody's seen the meme.
Well, I just think that this organization needs to get out of this quarterback hell that we're in. And if they don't take a quarterback, what does that say?
What that says is, okay, that means we weren't completely in love with the guy.
Right.
We went with the best player available who's going to help the Giants ASAP.
Right.
And we'll see what happens with that.
That doesn't mean they can't get a quarterback in another round.
Right. And we could also trade back in the first round if we really like a Penix or a quarterback that falls.
Yeah. So I think really like John Mara is just expressing how much he does trust,
Right.
Joe Shane, his team, Brian Dable. I've said it, repeatedly. Whatever people want to believe, they can believe. But I know that those two are in lockstep and they communicate all the time and they are on the same page. So
Right.
John Mara did say in that press conference, it was unfortunately like a perfect storm in a way that you don't want. Your quarterback goes down. You have so many injuries. He did talk about the offensive line.
Right. I was going to get to that next.
I'm so tired of hearing about that. I feel like we hear about this every year.
Right.
But you told me a couple weeks ago, oh, you can't be that person because they did invest in the offense. But here's the owner saying, oh, we need to invest in the offensive line.
What I'm saying is you can't draft another left tackle and then putting him at right tackle when there's a wide receiver, hopefully that runs a 4-3 from LSU just waiting to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying with that situation. But
John Mara also said you're not going to win games without a solid offensive line.
Of course, but like there's 6 other rounds to draft better offensive linemen.
I understand that, but don't you feel like that's like the foundation of football?
Oh yeah, of course it is. But there's
and
other
so
ways.
You're happy with the offensive line play?
But there's other ways to skin a cat.
Ew. Other ways to skin a cat?
You never heard that expression before?
What? Okay, so you're like ditching significant others, you're skinning cats. What's wrong with you today?
Yeah, I'm unhinged tonight.
Apparently. God, you're gonna be on one of these shows that Brian Urlacher watches during the day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's snapped.
Yeah. No, all jokes aside, like, yes, offensive line is important. I think there still needs to be focused on the offensive line, but are we going to experiment moving another left tackle to play right tackle when we still have 2 or 3 more years left with Evan Neal, who has been a big bust so far? I think I would rather try to see what's up with him. Hopefully he wins the right tackle job. And if not, he's going to be starting center. And I hope to God that the Giants are telling him to be ready for that. But yeah, no, I think their bigger issue is at the guard spot, and pray that JMS is ready for year 2.
You could just argue that the past decade have just been a series of experiments
that
are not working out. Wide receiver doesn't seem to be working out too well either.
Right, and this guy's basically like an Odell Beckham, Jamar Chase breed of the LSU mold and Jefferson mold. So you can't hurt. It can't hurt. He's that guy he's that guy that's gonna take the slot, like a 5-yard slant and take it to the house. You can't hate that. That's how we made the playoffs in 2016.
I don't hate it. It's just I hope it works out. I hope it's not one of those players where, like with Odell, it was like these flashes of, obviously he's was phenomenal wide receiver, but he'd have these great big plays. And I know there was all that, Eli couldn't get him the ball, like all that aside. Like, I just hope it's not one of these flash in the pan guys and he really can be consistent. And that this coaching staff, we've got 9 new ones in the building. Mm-hmm. So hopefully everyone can be coached up to the level that they should be playing at, because it's really infuriating to see that there is talent on the roster. It's just that they can't ever play up to their fullest potential.
Listen, we invested a top 10 pick in Evan Neal. So
how much more do you need to see out of Evan Neal?
Well, I would love to see the new coaching staff to become that animal that we know he can be.
So if he is the same this season as last season,
we're in trouble. No, well, we got 1 more year left with him. And
I'm saying, are you done?
Done at the right
tackle? Are you done with I'm not sure if he's a bust?
No, he's definitely looking teetering towards the bust field. So hopefully he's
teetering. I think he's like really veering.
He's like right there. But new coaching. Hopefully he seems to be a no nonsense type of person. So he obviously has pride. So hopefully something inside him snaps and he becomes like that Andrew Thomas type player that we all
Oh,
hoped to get.
that would be so
And
great.
you have 2 bookends and hopefully a better year 2 with JMS, and then we'll see what happens at the guards. Well, we have running at 1 guard, and then whoever loses, I guess the right tackle battle would get guard, which I don't particularly love the whole idea, especially when they're duking it out at right tackle and then just automatically moving the loser, quote unquote loser, is going to be shift right into guard. It was kind of like nervous, but we've seen them both play, so we'll see. The other thing, it was nice to see Mara talk about that, of course. The other thing before we get into the Saquon convo, because I thought that was pretty funny. Ex-girlfriend, ex relationship type of 101, pretty funniness. It's the way that he still supports our coaching and general manager, but obviously years like last year is unacceptable, especially towards the end of the year with the whole drama with the coaching staff. Even Dave's admitted that he has to be better with that, and yeah, so we'll see with that. The funnier thing with Saquon is Mr. Mara texting him saying, "Congratulations going Philly, but I'm absolutely sick of you going there, of all places."
As if they had,
as if
no
like
choice in the matter. Like, I mean, it's really funny for him to say, "Oh, the record's unacceptable," because how many years in a row have we heard that?
Right.
And then it's really funny to say, like, you going to Philly, like, oh, it makes me sick. And he said, like, anywhere, he would hopes he would have went anywhere except like out of the division, obviously. But it's like, are you all just going to act like you didn't have time to figure out how to keep him? I mean, you went and paid Daniel Jones. So, and you guys couldn't come to an agreement last season, and you couldn't come to an agreement this season, and you made your choice. So I think it's really funny that it makes him so sick, as if like he was held hostage and had no say in the matter.
That and the whole his whole family has Saquon jerseys. I know it is what it is, man. You had ample amount of opportunity to be like, all right, he's our franchise. All right, you do have veto power, you know what I mean? So
right, that's why I think it's like
that's just the jealous. That's the jealous significant other, just looking at the new. Your ex-significant other
it's your ex-significant other that you threw in the sewer.
You threw in the sewer
10 minutes ago because somebody better looking came along.
Right.
That's who it is. Yes.
And it's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. And he's like texting his boys like, oh no, I fucked up. Yeah, he did. But that's here or there. Don't overpay.
I just think I mean, how rich for the owner to be like, oh, our star player makes me sick. He went to the Eagles, as if you had as if there was no recourse. I mean, yeah, I mean, that offer last season's looking real good. It's.
Yep. He betted on himself and failed, unfortunately.
I mean, well, I think it's like you said. I'm sure he felt some type of way too. I mean, you went and paid Daniel Jones. You made your statement, right? Like that's where the money went. So, and now look.
Right. 100%.
Okay, so what else in press conference land is going on?
Nothing really. It's the whole Dable, like, all right, I just got to be better. He didn't flat out say it, but it was starting to look by the smirk that he's more than likely going to take over play calling.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. We all know he did it a few times. We had eyewitness Zapruder films of like theories on he was definitely play calling and everything else like that. So we'll see what happens.
I don't want any more conspiracy theories. I've had my fill of being down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, you went down that rabbit hole last night. The one night you and me don't have to worry about anything, and you texted me about the whole Diddy situation. So thank you for keeping me updated with that.
Diddy and Jay-Z situation. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I like wrapped up work at 8:00 and I was like, I just see all this trending stuff, and I'm like, I gotta read like what is going on here. It's pretty wild, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on today. So
yeah, no, we
I'm
agree.
glad that Barkley and McKinney got paid. It may ultimately be for the best for all parties involved. The Giants need to get back to building a winning football team. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, because honestly, like Danny, I can't take another season of watching like this coming out flat. Like, just, I mean, if we open against the Cowboys again and it's another like 40-0 stinker on national TV, I mean, I honestly, outside of covering the team, I just really don't think I'm going to watch. Like, I'm going to worry about my fantasy team, and I just can't take it. I just can't take watching this bad football anymore.
Calling BS, but
no, why? I got Red Zone. There's other teams to watch.
I know, but you could have done it last year, and you talked to me every second of every game last year. So I called BS.
Because I mean, it's part of what I do is I kind of have to watch. But I'm telling you,
that's why I'm calling BS.
This time,
no. What you need to do next year?
I could watch Scott Hansen just give me the every like 20 minutes something happens, and it's like, oh, okay, negated by a penalty. So it's
what we can do is invest in another TV at your house, and we can watch Red Zone and the Giants on the big screen.
What is we? I'm not doing a live podcast on Sundays.
Oh, I'm not doing a live podcast on Sundays. You nuts?
No way. I don't think anyone wants to watch a game with me. So
I'm sure someone would. I'm sure people would
watch a game with you. So
I bet you're wrong, but I am neurotic. So
you are neurotic. It's really crazy. It's like it's a game, you know?
No, see, that's bullshit. You can't say it's just a game.
It is at the end of the day. Like, I used to be you. I used to let it affect me for like the entire week, and then it just doesn't do that for me anymore.
No.
When you start covering more, you'll see.
Listen, no shot. I am going to be a Giant fan until the day I die, unless another team pays me.
I'm a fan, but I'm also just highly annoyed at the bad football play. It's annoying that other teams can like figure it out. The fucking Browns can figure it out. The Bengals figured it out. Fucking Tampa Bay somehow figured it out with no Tom Brady. Like, yet the Giants, here we go, like year 12 of this, still can't figure it. It's still John Mara talking about the offensive line. I mean, my God, what year are we in? Literally.
Yeah. So I wanted to lighten up the mood. Every year, my favorite part of the owners' meetings are the coaches' photos.
Oh,
like they're in like little league, and they all have to take photos, and they're like either really hungover or tired, and it always cracks me up. Big difference from Dayball this year is he was not smiling, and it was funny. He was next to Dan Quinn and Robert Saleh, so it was just four bald guys standing next to each other.
Do you have the picture?
Yeah, I'm getting it up right now.
Wow, what a hack. Should have had it up while you're talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the coaches were missing, though, right? I don't think Mike Tomlin was in the picture.
Right.
And I forget who else was missing. But, yeah, it looks like that awkward, like, little league photo. Like, say cheese, everybody. And you're just kind of like, okay. It just looks awkward and funny and weird. Why does it take you so long to pull up?
Because I have to hit 30 different photos. I have to hit like 30 things to just.
Can't you preload it like ahead of time?
I can, but I don't have time to do it some weeks. Is that okay?
It seems like every week. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why everybody likes our Seinfeld show. So that's Dayball all the way to the right.
Like, you can't even see it. That's the shitty thing. Right. You can't even blow it up.
Everybody, it's 2024. If you haven't seen the video yet or a photo, that's on you. But it's really funny. It's like clips of high school clips of people saying, but it was really funny of the photo of Quinn, Saleh, and Dayball all.
Do they tell them where to stand? Like, or do they just?
I don't know, but Andy Reid looked like Andy Reid, which is awesome in his Hawaiian shirt. So that was really funny. And then McDaniels looking like his McDaniels self. So it's funny stuff.
Any takeaways from the owners' meeting?
No, I just said everything Giant wise. It's smokescreen season, like we've been saying. The JJ McCarthy
Oh,
love
yeah.
cycle is still going. So is he gonna be like Will Levis, not even drafted in the first round, or is he gonna go in the top 4? That's really what it seems to be this situation. Obviously, I'm being funny. As of right now, people are saying he's not even gonna make it past 4. So that's all you need to know about that situation. Yeah, smokescreen season. So it's not really
Yeah, I
you
know.
can't trust anybody.
Oh, you can never trust anybody, no matter what. How many more weeks do you have till the draft? 4, 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5. We're
My God,
almost there.
I can't take it. I just can't.
LSU had its pro day today, and Neighbors like
Yeah.
before ran a 4.43, so that's stupid speed. Daniels looked good. I watched our friend Rio's reaction to the pro day, so that looked good. Hi Rio, I gave you a shout out. It looks like more and more every day that Daniels might be going to Washington, which sucks. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. So
Uh,
everybody can stop with the mock drafting now, because some of you out there you're on like, version 520, and you know who you are. Like, I gotta mute these. I can't take it anymore. I just can't. It's just all noise. Like, and
right.
so what? Like, yeah, maybe they have a great combine or a great pro day, but that doesn't mean that like you're gonna be successful in the NFL. That's all.
Of course.
Well,
So
I just think that people don't understand that.
no, of
They
course.
think all these quarterbacks are like, taking them to the prom, like Mahomes 2.0, and that can very well could be, but probably not.
Right. So with that being said, that's the Giants aspect of our wonderful show. That's usually on Monday nights at 8:30.
Would you be mad if Brian Dable took over all the play calling?
No, I wouldn't be mad. I would understand why Kafka would be mad.
Well, yeah,
Um,
but
but I personally wouldn't be mad because I get it, type of thing, especially on knowing what your best attribute is to a team is play calling. So it's going to be crazier, and he's going to have to rely on everybody else on the other aspects. But if he's able to control and handle the load of everything that comes along with play calling, by all means, you know what I mean?
yeah, another thing, we'll see. I feel like we can just come on here for the next how many months and just say, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I
We'll
know,
see.
but we're gonna have to start talking about prospects and stuff,
Yeah, not
and get
yet. It's
some
not April yet.
prospect, maybe some prospect guests to help us through the draft. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. Why not? It's not April yet, though. We're
next
not done
episode
March
will be.
Madness. Yeah. What?
Oh, speaking of that, how is it down below in 23rd place right now?
Not good. But you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to win my own bracket again this year. I told you guys that.
Oh, okay. That's why you wanted to be in 23rd place. Got it.
Yeah, I did. I told everybody, all my promo videos, I said I don't want to win my own bracket again because I won it last year. Are you still in first place?
No, I'm in second, but it's okay. I'm still beating you, so that's all that matters.
I understand what you mean about mock drafts. I'm inspired by you to only make one this year. I made 4 last year and was pretty accurate in some of my picks. Yes, Darius.
All right,
I
Darius.
only make one. I hit my 4 years of podcasting this week. So that's a big celebration. And for 4 years, I have done one mock draft, and it's always the show before the draft. I go through the whole first round, and I have to tell you, for 4 years, like, I have hit really friggin' well. And I think I still haven't got right over the past few years, because
just like your Oakland pick. What a spy you are.
my draft picks are probably better than yours.
Probably. I don't do a full board because I don't have time in my life to do all 32.
Oh, well, this year you have to at least do the first round.
All right. Figure it out.
No,
all about the G-Men.
Yes, but also Blonde Blitz covers other teams, so we're gonna do the whole first round.
Oh, you can.
What are you just gonna do? You're just gonna do the first round for the Giants, or are you gonna do all of it?
Well, it's Thunder and Lightning, so I'm just doing G-Men. Unless
No,
I
but
get
I'm saying,
asked
are
to
you
go.
only going to go with the first round, or are you going to at least go all the way through the draft?
Oh, with the G-Men, I usually go all the way, but obviously after the third round, I don't know anybody of of substance of oh yeah, rest of the way is just best available player at the position that we want.
Darius, speaking of brackets, I'm perfect on mine because I never made any. Yeah, that's
There you go.
the way to do
Darius.
it. You can't bust if you don't even make it.
Well,
All right. So, what'd you do this weekend?
What I do this weekend, my son turned 1 last Friday, so we had a family party. Don't worry, no friends of the family went. Both of our families are huge. So roughly 60 to 70 people were at
Oof.
my cousin's firehouse to celebrate my son's birthday. So it was really nice. And then on Sunday, my brothers who are twins also have their birthday. So it was a very birthday oriented weekend.
Right. So there must have been food that weekend.
No, never. Not at an Italian event
60, 70 people. I can't imagine.
We're still eating leftovers from the party.
Wait, you brought all the food? You didn't have it catered?
We catered, but we brought it home, obviously. And we actually made people take home a lot, so that was great. So we really didn't have a lot of leftovers. So.
All right, lay it on me. What was at the 1-year-old's birthday party? I assume is really for adults because 1-year-olds don't know what the fuck is going on, right?
Right. And the older kids and stuff. We had magic show for the younger kids.
A magic show
obviously Anthony didn't really have didn't really care about it, but everybody, all the other kids did. Excuse me.
You legit had a magician come?
Like a kid thing. It wasn't like
they do balloons and stuff.
Yeah, they did balloons and stuff. So.
No clowns, right?
No, they didn't have makeup.
I don't like clowns. All right, I gotta hear with the food. No, I hate clowns.
All right. So the tray food on Sterno's were sausages and peppers, penne alla vodka, chicken franchise, gluten-free pasta, grilled chicken. Then we had Heroes from Uncle Giuseppe's. We had the Arthur Avenue subs, which is basically your Italian sub. Then we had a vegetarian sub, and then the American sub. Yeah, it was very fun, Darius. Thanks. Yeah, that was about it. And then desserts, we loaded up on the desserts. We had one big birthday cake, which was really good from the bakery by us. Tons of cookies. My wife got tons of candy, goodie bags of candy for everybody as a parting thank you for coming. Yeah, it was a fun time. A lot of food, a lot of drinks. Good stuff.
Did you drink?
I had a couple beers, obviously, since it was my party to host with my wife, that I kept it relatively calm.
I mean, I host Thanksgiving every year and I still get really drunk, so.
Well, yeah, I'm also at a venue, so I still had to take care of my kids to get home. So
oh yeah, always
put away
kids.
Put away everything. I had a couple beers, but I didn't get crazy.
So. Does your wife drink? What's her drink of choice?
She's usually a cosmopolitan type of girl. High noons, pretty basic. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Well, your buffet food choices are just typical.
Yeah, it's typical Italian. New York,
I swear to God, it's at every conference that offers lunch. It's at every funeral. It's at everything.
It's just easy that way, and it's good.
It's not easy. Did you have?
But everybody knows. Yeah, we had a salad.
So I would have.
And then we had. Oh, I forgot. Appetizer wise, we bought pretzels from Philadelphia Pretzel Factory.
Okay, I could roll with that. Yes. I would have had some salad.
Yeah.
And some grilled chicken, except I didn't get invited, so.
All right.
Not to worry about it. Okay, brother's birthday. What was it? Leftovers? Just warm him up?
No. My brother requested lasagna, so we had lasagna.
What? Ew! I hate lasagna.
If lasagna is done right, it's amazing.
Okay, but it's usually not and it's like the sauce is weird and watery. Oh, and the noodles get so crunchy and hard up
That's
top.
the best part.
No,
That's
it's disgusting. Who's
That's
crunching
literally
on
the
these
best
hard
part.
ass noodles?
That is literally my favorite part. That is
No,
literally
it's
the best
you know
part.
what? It fucking would be your favorite part. They're like burnt to shit, the top of them.
Here we go. Here we go.
No,
You're wrong.
it is. It's like,
the best part.
thanks for like this meat and slop of cheese and like these hard fucking noodles that are like burnt and stuff. Like, oh, Darius's birthday is on Friday.
Happy birthday, Darius.
Happy birthday, Darius. Wow. Another
you want
year.
to share how old you are, Darius, or are you going to keep
My
it?
dad's birthday is on Saturday. So, Dad, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Dad. Hope all is well.
All right.
Of course, you don't like crunchy noodles from lasagna. Absolutely.
No, I want to know who's eating the crunchy noodles from lasagna.
10 out of 10 times.
But you don't like the edges on the brownie or center guy. And
I like both.
Everybody thought you'd be an edge guy, and you're not.
I like both. You know that.
But you don't like the middle of lasagna. You want the hard, crunchy end.
Well, the whole thing is going to be hard and crunchy. So.
I know. That's why it's so weird. The texture of lasagna is
if it's done
weird.
Right, it's awesome. So you're
no, it's
and
not.
You're going to get your flunkies that hate Italian food to agree with you, which is
fine. No. What did you have with lasagna?
That's all I had. I was stuffed. It was like literally we had like the leftover food from the party yesterday, so the day before. So it was all that leftover if you wanted it. I didn't have any of that. I just had lasagna because that was filling enough.
Did you have like leftover cake for them, or did they get their own cake?
Well, my mom took care of them with their own cake, and then we had that and leftover cake. I went with the birthday cake. Well, the Anthony's
Why? What kind of cake did they get?
No, it was your standard Duncan Hines regular vanilla birthday cake, which is great. I'll eat that 10 out of 10 times, but the Anthony's birthday cake was a home run. So
what was it? What was it?
Your basic whipped cream top, vanilla cake. One layer, it was chocolate mousse, and the second layer was cannoli cream.
Oh, no. I hate cannolis.
Well,
and I hate cannoli cream. Ew. No,
like
I don't.
You're not even Italian.
I'm half Italian.
I don't believe it.
I'm half Italian.
All right? Just answer me this: was your mom the Italian one?
Yeah.
Damn it! What the hell, Mom?
I don't know because she messaged me after my pizza video and was just like, "Nick, there's never enough garlic."
I gotta text your mom and say, "What the hell? This is insane." But
I don't like cannoli, and everybody thinks it's so weird, but I really that is not for me. I don't like that cream in the middle.
The only problem with me with cannolis is when I went to Sicily in 2019, I had literally the best cannolis of my life. And I knew, cannolis at home are good. But I'm like, I'm never going to have something as good as that.
Yeah, everything is shit now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still great. I don't hate it, but it's just like, oh man, those cannolis in Sicily were but yeah.
All right.
So other than the gnocchi and the white pizza, what'd you eat? I had grilled chicken, I had a smoothie, I had a salad. All right, I already said it for you. So
what did you eat for dinner tonight? Same thing? Leftovers?
Yeah, leftovers.
Leftover what? Lasagna or leftover birthday food?
Birthday food. There was still chicken marsala left. I had that. And
wait, but it's Wednesday. When was the party?
Saturday. It's still good. My mom reheated it. So there's nothing wrong with it.
First of all, I don't fuck with leftovers, and certainly not 4 or 5 days later.
I know, but
this got to be like I can't eat. Like I don't know, but this has got to be the end of the leftovers at this point.
Oh no, it's over. It's done with.
Okay, so back to normal cooking next week.
Yeah.
How can you hate cannolis? Oh yeah, I forgot. I just, you know what? That cannoli cream is just not good to me, and I don't like the shell.
Yeah.
And like whatever, like, is there some like powder on the shell? I don't know. I'm not into that. It's got a weird taste to me. It's got a weird taste to me.
You don't really like the ricotta. It's okay.
Yeah, no. So what I have for dinner? A couple pieces of grilled chicken. Okay. Yesterday I had a yogurt bowl and a salad.
Okay.
I did have a smoothie today. My client's office was near, right next to a smoothie place. Was not pliable, so it wasn't like the best, but it was fine.
Did its job.
It did its job. Actually, I don't think there was one day I just really didn't eat. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just busy.
Okay.
But that's about it. So yogurt, salad, lots of
Usual.
coffee, smoothie, grilled chicken,
Well, your coffee order today. I had coffee today as well.
iced vanilla coffee with almond milk and a Splenda.
Oh, on Splendid today.
Yeah, I went basic bitch style.
Good for you.
What did you have? Cold brew?
I had a cold brew with almond milk and cold foam.
Wow. I told you
And
that cold
lemon.
brew was good.
It was pretty
Do you
good.
go to that Dunkin' in the train station?
No, not yet.
Oh. Where do you
No.
go then? What time do you get your coffee? Was this an after work run?
Yeah, really. As I go to the subway, I pick it up. So I order literally at 4:55, and it's ready for me when I get down.
But where is it?
Literally around the corner from my building, so I have to.
Oh,
pass
from
it.
your work. Oh, okay. So it's not the one in Penn Station that you go
No,
to.
no, the one on the Long Island Railroad side of it didn't open yet.
Oh, got it. Okay. So you pick it up. So you know you're starting this bad, like late afternoon caffeine habit, right?
Oh, I know. Well,
I
that's
just
what
want you
happened.
to know because I started it a couple years ago, and it's really bad.
I only do it on podcast nights.
That's how it starts, and then before you know it, you can't function for the second half of the day until you get like a 4 o'clock hit.
Well, I also
I'm like a junkie.
Yeah. Also with me is like I joke that I go to my second job after work. So
Which
it's
is
okay.
what? Taking care of the kids?
Yeah, putting the kids to bed, helping my wife, and then podcasting. So
Is it really like a job? Like putting kids to bed?
Yeah, you should come one night and put them to bed and you see.
Will you just be like, time for bed, guys?
Oh yeah, because that's so easy. Oh, how about this? We'll have your sister videotape you putting your niece down to bed, the 3-year-old, and let's see how it goes.
So one time I tried to get her to take a nap when I was watching her, and I don't know. There was no napping. So it was like she had to name all the stuffed animals and
that's what my
15
that's
books.
my son does with my dad.
Yeah, but that was nap time. I'm talking about like bedtime. Like, can't you just be like, all right, go to bed? Like,
yeah, well, I wish it was that easy. But my wife,
my parents did that with me. My mom said like I was super easy. Like she was like,
yeah, my sons are pretty easy. My older son wants my wife, so I got away easy. So I got Anthony, and I just feed Anthony, and then we listen to music with my other son and wife.
Oh, what do you guys listen to?
Like the usual kids stuff, like
what?
This week he loves the new. Well, it's not new, but it's the new Super Mario. His new movie is the Super Mario movie that came out 2 years ago or a year ago. So he likes those songs, and then he likes the movie Lyle Lyle Crocodile with Shawn Mendes. So he's been on a Shawn Mendes Lyle Lyle Crocodile theme.
What is it? Lyle Crocodile?
Lyle Crocodile. It's a
This
movie
is a
on
book
Netflix.
or a movie?
Well, it was a book, and then they turned it into a movie. So he likes it.
Is it like some Disney shit? Like,
well, whatever Netflix company had it, it's on Netflix. But Shawn Mendes is the alligator that sings.
So it's a
It's like a CGI movie with real people.
It's a singing alligator.
Yeah, it's very theatrical, and my son enjoys it.
Wow.
So that's his soothing.
I can't imagine what your Spotify Wrapped playlist.
Oh my god, it's actually the most insane thing.
You gotta. Do you ever post it?
I did 2 years ago because it was the same. Like it was like his bedtime playlist. So it was the most random because that was a playlist that we legit played every single day, 2 times a day. So
yeah, I don't know how parents do that because kids like repetitive things and like.
Oh, some days you just want to put your head through a wall. But
yeah, I would imagine. Darius wants to know, what are our cheat meals?
Well, Darius, if you look at me, every day is a cheat meal. Nikki, what is your cheat meal?
Um, I like a good chicken Caesar wrap.
Okay,
Um,
that's a cheat meal. That's funny.
I do like burgers. I'm just picky about it,
Right.
but I do like them. I don't like them from everywhere though. And the minute it's wrong, I'll never go back. Like it's done for
All
me.
right,
So
that's what we're gonna do draft night. We're gonna have like burgers at draft night.
there is a really good burger place down the street from me. It's pretty new, but they do it right. It's got to be done right, you know.
Right.
So yeah, but I do like a good chicken Caesar wrap. I mean, or a good burger. Thing is, like I don't like those like ginormous. Here's my thing: the minute the food comes out looking almost impossible to eat, messy, like that pizza was floppy and greasy, I am immediately grossed out, and I'm just like, ew, no. I
No,
don't
I
like.
get you. I
I
get
don't
you.
like messy food because remember even in the video I was like, "Can I get a fork and knife?" And you just looked at me like, "No."
No, for the experiment of the video, you looking at a fork and eating with a fork and a knife, everybody would have been like, "What is this chick doing?"
Okay, but that was
And then also, full disclosure, you wouldn't let me videotape it, so you looked extra ridiculous. So I
it's
was in that no winning situation when I'm offering to help, and then you're just the
I just needed
independent
you to rip
woman,
that little piece off for me, which you did.
right?
I,
But
I
you
mean, you
you
followed
need
directions really well. It's great.
you're in your independent woman, like, here I am woman, hear me roar.
Not even. I just get like hyper focused on it, and I realize when I watch myself back, like how bossy I am.
My favorite is, aren't you gonna eat? I'm like, I'm waiting for you to eat because I know I'm gonna have to do something for you before it's all said and done. And sure enough, I had to rip you off a piece of pizza. So
Yeah, but you got to eat the rest of it, so it's really a
yeah,
win-win for you.
it was.
It
It
was a
was.
win-win. Everybody wants to know where we're going next.
Where we're going next, we have
Yeah,
to figure that out.
I'm getting a lot of DMs. Where are you going next? Are you going to be in the city? Like what? So what do you think? What's next?
I don't know. I think we should go to Koreatown and have Korean barbecue, which is really good.
Ooh, okay. That is where they just keep bringing you food, right?
Just about, and like you're cooking it yourself.
Oh no, 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 no. See, this is like melting pot. I'm not trying to cook my own food.
Fun.
That's the point. I don't even cook at home. Like, so I don't want
I
to go
know.
out and cook. Like,
I'm not gonna say because everybody hates on whatever. If it's not their own spot, it's just a no-win situation, as you can see. But we'll have to figure that out.
maybe it should be. I think that we could go to a sushi place and you eat some sushi on camera because that would only be fair.
Okay.
Or
Not thrilled with that idea.
you find me like a good what else would I be so there's some stuff I might be willing to try,
All right.
but
Well, we gotta map that out because you're very particular.
I'm very particular, very difficult, very bossy.
Yeah, but
But
I just shrug it off, and off the camera, I go scratch.
I'm not boring.
Never.
Not boring. But I did mention to you we could do like an NYC smoothie tour.
Yeah. Well, if you're a smoothie place in New York City, New Jersey, hit us up, and Nikki will be the new Dave Portnoy for your smoothie shop.
My God, I would
One.
love that.
No, I'm gonna reframe what I'm gonna say because that's gonna turn around against me, and I'll have to work on the line of what you'd have to say instead of one bite. Everybody knows the rules, but
What are you talking about?
don't worry about it. I'll tell you after the show because I don't want to
Oh,
say it, and then you're gonna be, oh my god, and then your Sims are gonna like play it in loop. It's better off not
what in
telling you
loop?
what I was about to say. All right,
Why don't you just say it?
I don't. Can we please stop?
Well, now you just teased everybody and they're not going to know. I always
It's
hate when
okay.
people do that.
It's okay.
Can't bring it up on camera if you're not going to talk about it.
I realized that
Housewives 101.
All right, listen. Then later in the night, you're gonna be like, you shouldn't have said that, and I'd be, yeah, I know.
What are you talking about? Like a tagline for the smoothie? Is that what you're trying
Yeah.
to say?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be like sucking real smooth or something. I don't know.
All right. something similar to that. But
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'd be a play on words with it.
yeah, so
Okay, well then, we'll figure out where we are going next to eat, because I think it's funny that you all like that I eat a little bit on camera. Is that
you're
weird?
gonna have to start paying for that.
Who's going to pay for that?
I'm sure enough people.
Here's the thing, though: the actual establishments probably are not going to pay me to
No, absolutely not.
not
With
eat
your
their, to
shitty
eat their
attitude
food and
on
be like,
everything.
"Oh, here, Danny, you eat it. I don't like it."
Mortified.
Yeah, no, they're not going to pay for that. But I do think it's funny. If you end up here on draft night, then I guess we'll figure out something.
100%. But draft night is something we both enjoy. I'm not trying sushi on draft night. But yeah,
You've never had sushi at all?
I've had sushi. I just don't like fish, and then why would I have raw fish? You know what I mean?
Well, there's cooked sushi.
I know tempo. What's it called? Spring rolls and all that other stuff. So
Well, no, spring rolls are not sushi.
Not spring rolls. What's the roll with cooked sushi then?
Yeah, like shrimp tempura or something.
Tempura. I was right in my head. Okay, it was tempura. So
You've had that one though? You've tried that?
Once. I don't like the seaweed. The seaweed holding everything together. Just
You don't like the seaweed.
like I can't. I just can't do it.
California roll. Yes,
Yeah.
California roll. Yeah.
I'm not a sushi guy. I'm not coordinated with the chopsticks.
Oh God, I can't imagine you trying to eat with chopsticks. Actually, that we have to see on camera.
No, it's just me being a sped doing it, but we'll do it.
Is it hard for you? It's hard for you, right?
Yeah, it's like,
why is it so? It's not a difficult thing to eat with chopsticks.
I don't know. I'm like, just give me a fork.
No. What? Do you eat Chinese food?
Oh, I love Chinese food.
All right. What? I hate it, but do you use chopsticks or?
Absolutely not. I use fork.
Well, okay. So I think it's only fair you eat sushi with chopsticks on camera. Given the trauma I went through last year.
I'm gonna pull you and
well, that's fine because I'll eat the sushi. So this is what everybody asks me. What do you actually eat? I get it a bazillion times a day. It's very simple. Smoothies, salad, sushi, fruit, grilled chicken, yogurt bowls, smoothie bowls, granola bars.
Right.
I do like goldfish crackers, a couple handfuls of those sometimes.
I love those. And you eat popcorn, skinny popcorn.
I eat skinny pop. Yep. I don't like microwave popcorn with that nasty butter on it.
Why am I not shocked?
It's gross. Like movie theater butter, like no good. So that's basically what I eat, everybody. All right. Well, that is a wrap on our Wednesday night Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, it's so weird doing it on a Wednesday, but obviously next week we're gonna have back to our normal schedule. Once again, please go check out the Blonde Blitz episode with Nikki and Deb with Brian Erlacher. It was really fun to be behind the scenes for that. As always, follow us on TNL_NYG on X and Instagram, and find us on Spotify. Give us a follow on that. And we have fun things coming up, so be sure to check that out. Until Monday, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Go Knicks. Still a little bit.